original are Indian designers? Because there are these critics who say they're rip-offs in the West, they're not really original. Would you agree with that?
Well, there are some who are complete rip-offs of the West. Yeah? There's some designers who will unashamedly and unabashedly knock off what's happening, you know, on the Milan catwalks, on the Paris catwalks. And I mean, you can be sensible and you can be stupid in the way you rip off, and they just rip off stupidly. I mean, as if people don't know better. Maybe in days where, you know, people weren't exposed, it was all right to do it. I don't think it's okay to do it. I don't think it's ever been okay to do it. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if someone does that, then they're not a designer. There are people who do it, and there are lots who do very original, creative work, and that's the case anywhere in the world. You know, Ralph Lauren got sued by Saint Laurent for copying a suit. No one says Ralph Lauren's not original or isn't a great stylist for life. So maybe they knocked off one thing and they got sued and they paid the price for it. I find that there's a tendency here, because of 2 or 3 things going wrong, for people to deride the whole industry. You know, they celebrate Bollywood, but I can tell you there's a lot in Bollywood that's ripped off from Hollywood. And I'm not saying that's correct, but I'm just saying don't negate the whole industry because of it. You know, evaluate independently what different people do and how they do it.
The designers, do you feel, tend to make more of traditional garments because that's the safe selling look? And you feel that they are not really innovating much?
It is the safe in selling look in a way, but it's also what people are comfortable with here. It's our tradition. Why do we knock it? How difficult is it to do a little A-line skirt or a little basic shirt or a basic jacket, which is what most Western designers do? It's not difficult at all. So actually there's a lot of creativity within our Indian heritage being used as a backdrop, and for garments that perhaps are classified traditional, but I do lots of drapes, I do lots of things that are attached to things, I do things that are structured in a way that's never done before. Our sari blouses are done as corsets. There's a lot of innovation there. Do I need to do simple basic jackets for people to feel that that's design? And what I'm afraid people who respond to this and say this are really victims of Western hype. Because they see people abroad doing that, they think that's the only thing, and they're wrong. Actually, if India is to make an international fashion statement, it's going to be based out of what we do in India. We can't do little shirts and suits better than the Milanese or the Parisians, so why bother, you know? We have to have our own style, like the Japanese had their own style based on origami and samurai clothing and that whole feel, really. Similarly, Indians have to do it out of their own feel. I don't understand why people don't understand that. Stop telling Indians to ape the West. Tell them to be original. Tell them to do what suits this country. Tell them to do what suits this climate. Tell them to do what looks great on Western women. Suddenly now the bindi and nath is all very fashionable because Madonna and all are wearing it. This has all been part of us. Why don't we just celebrate it for what it is?